guys. Hey, go. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh, let me just have a sit right here. So today I'm going to be debunking 5 fitness myths. Are you ready? Let's do this. Number 1, carbs and sugars make you fat. Nope. Carbs and sugars are not going to make you fat. Food can make you fat. Excess amount of calories and not enough exercise, so energy in, energy out, will make you fat. It doesn't matter what you're eating and how you're intaking it. Your body will break down carbs into a sugar, which ends up becoming glucose. Sugars get broken down into glucose, and it gets stored as glycogen in your body. Why do we need carbs? Why do we need sugars? Why do we need glucose? And why does our body store glycogen? Because we need energy. We need fuel to sustain life so our body can properly function and fuel us. Whatever type of activity or exercise that you're doing, we need fuel. So it's not carbs and sugars that make you fat. It's the amount of food you are intaking or the lack thereof. You know, maybe somebody's trying to lose weight. They have X amount of weight they want to lose, and they cut out a lot of food. So maybe they're eating little to nothing. Well, you're not eating enough, and maybe over exercising is not going to help you. Your body might hit a plateau and try to store as much fat as possible because it needs energy. So it's basically just it's protecting you. It's the fat on your body is protecting your body, especially if you're under eating and you're over exercising. So carbs and sugars do not make you fat. It's your excess amount of eating and little to no exercise, or over exercising and not eating enough. You need to be in a calorie deficit for anything, for any kind of weight loss. And it's the only way to achieve weight loss. And that comes back to you need to be intaking the right amount of calories for you and for your goal and what kind of exercise that you're doing. So everything has to be in balance. The amount of calories that you burn at rest, that's just the amount of calories that you need just in general, without exercise, just to sustain life, just to be functioning properly for health reasons. You can balance your calorie intake, your energy in to your energy out, the calories your body burns at rest, including the calories your body burns through exercise. If you can find that balance with your calorie intake, you're gonna lose weight, you're going to build muscle, you're going to maintain muscle, and then you can actually have a variety of foods within that calorie intake, and it's not gonna make you fat.
Lifting heavy makes you bulky.
Lifting heavy weights, or lifting weights in general, will make you bulky, will make you manly. No. Men and women, our makeup, our genetic makeup, our hormones are completely different from each other. Men have testosterone. Women only have a little bit of testosterone. Now, the only way a woman could look manly is if she was taking in an excess amount of testosterone from a different source. A lot of times that's either a hormone or a steroid. But most of us are not intaking a hormone or a steroid, most of us women. So it is physically impossible for your body to look like a man. It actually can be very difficult for women to gain muscle or build muscle because of our hormones. We have to work at it a little bit harder, and we have to really structure a diet program and a training program in order to build muscle. But it's not going to be manly. It's not going to be bulky. It's really good for women to have some sort of resistance training, to have some sort of weight training in the regimen. Not only it will help shape your body, but you will get stronger. You can improve a variety of different things. When you have more muscle, your body requires more calories to maintain muscle. So it's going to be burning more calories. So more muscle, less fat. If you have that calorie intake according to your energy. So the energy in and energy out, kind of like how we talked about earlier. You find that balance, you're gonna have the shape you want, you're gonna be strong, and you're not gonna look bulky or manly. Ladies, that's all I lift is weights, heavy weights, in a variety of different ways. It's very rare that I do cardio because I love weights. Weights have just helped me in a lot of ways. So ladies, pick up those weights. You pick up those weights and you lift that heavy shit. Fasted cardio is better than regular cardio, or fasted cardio will help you lose fat faster. No. So for those of you that don't know what fasted cardio means doing cardio on an empty stomach in a fasted state. A lot of people do this. Exercise is exercise. No matter what time of day you do it, no matter how you do it, how long you do it, it all comes down to the amount of calories you're burning and the amount of calories you're intaking. So you see how we're circling back to the very first one? It's always calories in, calories out. But everything's always structured according to your goals and what you want to achieve. But in order to achieve fat loss, it doesn't matter how you exercise, how long you exercise, what form of exercise you're doing, the time of day, fasted or not fasted, no one way is going to be better than the other unless you have a calorie deficit. You're intaking the right amount of calories for you and for your intended goal. You can calculate your calories. You can go to my website, jenniferhewardfit.com, macro calculator, and you can calculate your macros to get an idea of where you need to be. Be able to maintain it and be able to keep the weight loss and be able to keep the weight off. And most people are actually hurting themselves by doing fasted cardio and under eating. In a lot of cases, there could be weight loss, yes, but not the kind of weight loss you want, because cardio is catabolic. Catabolic means breaking down of tissues. You could be breaking down fat tissue, burning off fat, but you could also be breaking down muscle tissue. So if you're trying to achieve muscle and shape and have that desired look and lean down, decrease body fat, you're kind of defeating the purpose by under eating and doing fasted cardio or overdoing any type of cardio. Poof, it's gonna be gone. You don't have to do only cardio to achieve fat loss. I don't know where that came from, that you only have to do cardio. Exercise is exercise, guys. If you're doing any form of weight training, resistance training, you're still burning calories, you're still working on shaping muscle, building lean muscle tissue, and you're gonna have that desired curvy look to your body while dropping body fat. Ha! Eating after dark, or after 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock, or 8 o'clock. Eating after dark makes you fat. And no, and I don't know where this one came from, and it's completely ridiculous. I don't know who in their right mind would want to cut off eating before dark, especially when it gets dark at like 4 o'clock some places. You stop eating at 4 and you don't eat. Oh, the horror. Again, we're circling back. It doesn't matter if you stop eating at 4 or 10 o'clock. It's all about calories in, calories out, the amount of calories that you're intaking for that day and the amount of calories that you're not intaking that day. So if you're already eating next to nothing and you stop eating at 4 o'clock at night, it's doing nothing for you. It actually can really play a negative effect on your health. You're training your body to learn these eating and non-eating times. So what your body's going to do is you probably have lack of performance. Things might shut down internally, like health-wise, the way things function. Your body's gonna start going into protective mode. That'll cause people to hit a plateau. No matter what you do, you can't lose weight. You stay the same. For some people, depending on body type, you could lose weight, but your health could plummet. You could start having a lot of hormone imbalances, digestive issues, like health things start going haywire because your body is not getting the needed calories, the needed nutrients it needs to function normally, to survive. It all comes down to calories in, calories out. Now there are exceptions to the not eating after a certain time at night, and that's if you are following intermittent fasting protocol. But intermittent fasting is structured according to the person and their fasting windows, and it could be like an 8-hour, a 16-hour, 20, 24-hour, but they're still intaking the right amount of calories for them within their eating window. So that would only be the only exception for a cutoff time with eating. Otherwise, if you're not doing that, it doesn't matter what time of day you're eating or how you're eating. If you're eating every couple hours, if you're eating every 4 hours, it all comes down to the amount of calories you're intaking and the amount of calories you're burning through exercise. You will lose belly fat by doing hundreds of crunches or ab exercises. No. You cannot spot reduce fat. You can't go on your body and be like, you know what, I just want to lose fat here. It doesn't happen that way. Losing body fat is an overall thing through a deficit, calorie deficit, and through exercise. Those are your two main weapons to losing body fat. Now, you could do 100 crunches or 100 ab exercises every single day. You can still have a layer of body fat, and you'll probably end up just having a really strong core or have a good amount of muscle underneath that layer of body fat. You can't expect to do 100 different ab exercises or 100 different reps for your ab exercises and expect to lose fat in your stomach. Now, you might see videos or claims that people say they've done, that's all they did was like hundreds of ab exercises a day and they lost belly fat. But what they don't tell you is what were they doing behind the scenes next to their 100 ab exercises. They might have been doing cardio, they might have been under eating, they might have been doing various different other things to help them achieve fat loss. So you have to take things like that with a grain of salt and not believe everything you hear, because there's always more to the story than what's being shared. Alright guys, to sum it all up, majority of the population they want to lose weight. They want to look good, they want to feel good in their skin. You want to be tight, you want to have a flat stomach, you want to have a curvy butt, you want to have nice legs. If you've been paying close attention to everything in this video, it comes down to two things. Always comes down to two things. It's your calorie intake and your energy output. That's what it comes down to. And it's not doing only one thing and overdoing one thing and not doing enough of another and expecting to get results. There's a balance between everything. There's a lot of videos out there. We see a lot of people sharing information. This is what I've done to achieve this. This is what I've done to achieve that. You have to look at, is this accredited person? Do they have knowledge in this specific thing? Is this a legit person giving me real solid advice based off science and the anatomy and the physiology of the body? How our bodies work. So you have to be really careful of where you're getting your information from and what you're believing. Majority of things end up being temporary. It's not something, we don't look at longevity. Like you want to look this way for the rest of your life, but a lot of the things that people do are temporary. It's extreme and temporary, and it could either have a huge negative effect on their health and cause health issues or problems in the future. So you got to think about where your information is coming from and the person sharing that information. So one of the most important things that we tend to forget and that most people do not share, how quick we achieve progress and the results we get are individual based. No one person is going to be the exact same. It's not a good idea to try to mimic or copy what somebody else is doing because what works for them may not work for you. So many factors play a role when we're trying to achieve progress in our fitness journey. And that is body type, genetics, health-related issues or underlying health-related issues that we're not even aware of, hormones, imbalance of hormones, medication, stress, age, metabolism. Some of us might have a slower metabolism, some of us might have a faster metabolism. So many things play a role in how we achieve progress, how we achieve results. When we understand our own self a lot better versus looking at somebody else and trying to be somebody else, we're going to be more successful in what we're doing. And hopefully this brought some clarity and gave you a little more knowledge, and maybe you were doing some of these things and maybe I can help you stop doing some of these things and actually get on the right track to being more successful and achieving the goals that you want to achieve. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I appreciate you guys so much. Love you guys. Air hugs. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next video.